Look up at the night sky. There are hundreds of billions of galaxies. Each galaxy contains hundreds of billions of stars. Around many of those stars are planets, possibly trillions of worlds across the observable universe. By every reasonable calculation, intelligent life should be common. And yet, the universe is silent. No signals, no megastructures, no traces of advanced civilizations spreading across the stars. This silence is not just strange, it is disturbing. Because if intelligent life is common, then something must be preventing it from lasting. This is where one of the most unsettling ideas in modern science emerges. The idea that advanced civilizations almost always disappear, not by chance, not by accident, but by a pattern written into the structure of reality itself. Physicists call this idea the cosmic filter, often known as the Great Filter. The cosmic filter is not a single event, it is a barrier, a stage in development that most civilizations never pass. Once reached, survival becomes extremely unlikely. The terrifying question is not whether the filter exists. The terrifying question is where it is. Is it behind us, meaning humanity has already passed the hardest test? Or is it ahead of us, meaning something nearly impossible to survive is still waiting? To understand this, we need to rethink what advanced civilization really means. Technological progress is not just about better tools. It is about increasing control over energy, matter, and information. As civilizations advance, they gain the ability to reshape their environment and eventually, themselves. At first, this looks like progress. But physics suggests that increasing power also increases instability. Every leap in technology opens new possibilities and new failure modes. At a certain point, civilizations don't just influence their planet. They interact with fundamental forces of nature, and nature is not forgiving. Quantum physics reveals that reality is not stable in the way we intuitively believe. At deep levels, systems are sensitive, probabilistic, and fragile. Small changes can have enormous consequences. As technology advances, civilizations begin to operate closer to these fundamental limits. They manipulate energy at extreme scales. They compress information. They push matter into unstable states. And with each step, the margin for error shrinks. One mistake at a primitive level affects a few people. One mistake at an advanced level can erase an entire species. From a quantum perspective, stability is rare. Systems tend toward disorder unless carefully constrained. The more complex a system becomes, the harder it is to keep it coherent. Advanced civilizations are among the most complex systems imaginable. They rely on vast networks, energy grids, information systems, autonomous technologies, all interacting simultaneously. At this scale, failure is not local, it cascades. Quantum physics teaches us that interactions don't stay isolated. Effects propagate. Entanglement, correlations, and feedback loops mean that disturbances spread faster and further than expected. This creates a dangerous threshold. Beyond a certain level of complexity, civilizations become unstable by default. Survival requires constant correction. One uncontrolled feedback loop can trigger collapse. And this may not be a flaw of intelligence. It may be a law of the universe. Another possibility is that advanced civilizations don't disappear violently, they dissolve quietly. As technology advances, physical expansion may no longer be necessary. Instead of spreading across stars, civilizations could turn inward, focusing on virtual realities, internal optimization, or minimal energy existence. From the outside, they would be invisible. Quantum physics allows for extremely dense information storage and computation. A civilization could compress its entire experience into a space smaller than a planet or even smaller. From a cosmic perspective, it would look like extinction. But even this path has limits. Information processing is constrained by physics. Heat, noise, and quantum uncertainty impose boundaries. No system can compute indefinitely without dissipation. Eventually, even inward civilizations face entropy. Then there is a darker possibility. As civilizations advance, they may realize something unsettling about the universe, that it is hostile by default. Resources are finite. Expansion creates risk. Contact creates uncertainty. In a universe governed by probability, survival may favor silence. A civilization that reveals itself could attract threats, not necessarily hostile aliens, but uncontrollable interactions. At advanced levels, even small unknowns can be catastrophic. The safest strategy may be invisibility. If many civilizations independently reach this conclusion, the universe would appear empty, even if it isn't. But the cosmic filter goes deeper than strategy or psychology. Some physicists believe the filter is embedded in the structure of reality itself. Quantum systems resist long-term coherence. Maintaining order requires constant energy and precision. At small scales, this is manageable. At planetary or stellar scales, it becomes exponentially harder. Advanced civilizations attempt to maintain coherence across enormous systems. Eventually, fluctuations overwhelm control. This is not a failure of intelligence. It is a consequence of physics. There may be a maximum sustainable level of complexity. Beyond it, collapse is statistically inevitable. This would mean the universe naturally produces intelligence, but almost never allows it to last. Not because intelligence is rare, but because permanence is. From this perspective, the silence of the universe is not mysterious. It is expected. Civilizations rise. They reach the threshold. They disappear. Again and again. The terrifying implication is that progress itself may be the trap. Each breakthrough brings power, and with it, vulnerability. Each solution creates new problems at deeper levels. Quantum physics reminds us that certainty is an illusion. All systems are probabilistic. Stability is temporary. An advanced civilization is not a destination. It is a fragile state balanced against chaos. So, where does that leave humanity? We are approaching critical thresholds. We are gaining control over energy, biology, and information at unprecedented levels. We are building systems that act faster than human decision-making. We are pushing complexity beyond what we fully understand. From a cosmic perspective, this is the most dangerous phase. Not because of any single technology, but because of convergence. Multiple powerful systems interacting simultaneously increase risk non-linearly. The universe does not need to destroy civilizations actively. It only needs to allow instability. And instability does the rest. The cosmic filter may not be a wall. It may be a narrowing corridor. Survival requires not just intelligence, but restraint. Not just power, but wisdom. Not just knowledge, but an understanding of limits. Whether such a balance is achievable remains unknown. Perhaps some civilizations learn to stabilize themselves indefinitely. Perhaps none do. If the universe is silent because everyone fails, then we are not early. We are next. But if the universe is silent because survival requires something rare, something beyond raw intelligence, then the future depends on whether humanity can develop it. Quantum physics does not give comforting answers. It does not promise meaning or safety. What it reveals is structure. And the structure suggests that disappearance is not an exception. It may be the rule. The universe may not be empty because life never appears. It may be empty because life does not last. And the real question is not whether advanced civilizations disappear. The real question is, can any civilization learn how not to?